welcome again, everybody, to Don't Feed the Animals podcast. I'm your host, as always, James. And with me on this fine rainy day, we have Grant.
Hey, how's it?
Nice to have you back.
Treating you? I'm glad to be back, friend.
Good. I'm glad.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We're trying to find good ways to spend on this thundering, rainy, not fit for outside day. So recording a podcast is probably the best thing. So, excuse me. I drank that beer really quickly. So, yeah. Is it a beer? No. It's a malt beverage, right?
No, that is
it's
a sparkling. It's water.
It's water. Yeah, it says hard sparkling water. It's a Henry's. Blueberry lemon. And it is good. And it's keto for me, so I can enjoy it. Because I'm trying.
I love that for you.
I haven't even updated anybody on, like, my weight loss situation. Like, that's kind of how the podcast started. Was, like, we started off, like, Berto and I, like...
Talking about your weight loss?
Yeah, talking about, like, trying...
I haven't even listened to my last episode.
That's
other than
fine.
The fact that my voice was so quiet.
But we did. You know, we did start talking about our weight loss. Then we just stopped. And then we just did other episodes.
So where are we today?
I'm down 20. Which is not that. I mean, granted, that was like 4 months ago when this all started, and 20 is not that fantastic. But hey, it's off for good type of 20.
Anything
pounds.
is positive. Okay,
Yeah.
That's a positive change. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, well, I'm still fat. I don't want to confuse anybody.
I know.
I want to make sure everybody knows that I'm still at that weight limit. So I should still probably not ride a couple rides at Universal. We'll see. I don't know. There was one I don't think I could ride.
Which one?
When I went there last, but I was almost 300 pounds. In Green Guts, Escape from Green Guts. I sat on that thing and I'm like, nope, it's not green. It's not green. It's not green. It's green. But I'm like, I'm not riding the ride like this. I don't even want to do the roller coaster to begin with. So
You had to sit in the first row.
Oh, they have a special one for fatties?
Oh, they do, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's the first row. I'd say for your unlikeliness of like roller coaster-esque, I would say first row for safety.
Oh, really? First row is better?
Yeah, I mean, because there's like literally no drop. It's like a 5-foot drop versus if you're sitting in the 6th row, which is like, I don't know, probably like a 25-30-foot drop.
Ooh, good pro tip. Shit. So I'm planning on getting Universal. I've decided.
Yeah.
I've decided. Universal passes for me.
How do you
also
feel?
decided I'm just doing the 2-park.
Okay.
I know it seems stupid.
Whatever. Are you doing the Holland Hornets ordeal?
Yeah, I
Okay,
have
good.
to.
As long as you have the change up. So I mean, like, are you getting the free ticket?
No, I'm not doing that one. That's a really expensive
Up
pass. That's $200 more than the one that I'm getting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's $6.
I mean, it's all expensive now. Let's get real.
Everything's expensive. Everything's expensive. Disney tried to hide like their price,
They're a nightmare.
Yeah, they raised everything real quick. We'll get back to that in a little bit.
I mean, they raise it every year, same time.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah, fucking
Bastards.
they're trying to be all sneaky and shit.
Fat bastards.
Alright, so let's get away from the negative of Disney.
You brought.
I know.
Yeah,
I know
we're gonna go
thing.
from negative to Disney to positive Disney later when we go for a stroll.
Yeah, exactly. So for right now, like always, we like to do the video roundup, where we put on a video on YouTube. Again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Don't Feed the Animals YouTube channel so you can see all the liked videos and watch it along with us during the podcast. So right now, we're going to put on a very interesting little scene.
Yeah, and you can read the title. You can. It's on you. That is your title to read, sir.
The title is called Stone Scenes. African fighter gets knocked out and jerked off with a waterboard massage. All right, so let me put some sound on here. So right now, they're in Africa, hence all the black people in the background. Just saying. So, with that being said, so we are starting off in a there's a bunch of people. Everybody looks like they're in their street attire. This is I wonder if this is sanctioned. This little
I have no idea. I'm perplexed. I'm perplexed beyond a different level.
Because it looks coordinated, but not. Like you do have people, like you have like old people in the background, like literally, like they came, like they
I don't see a child, so I guess that is.
They may have paid money to go see this. So I don't know.
I don't see a child, so I consider that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like.
That's fine. But so everybody's dressed like they got their clothes from Ross, and they're out in whatever African what's it say? Moose. I can't say. It says extreme indigenous fighting. Musangwi. Is it at the little watermark that's in the right hand side?
Okay.
All right. So.
Alrighty.
Let's get on to it. But it looks like they're fighting, but it doesn't look like a scuffle that's just happening out of nowhere. This is like a coordinated fight.
Yeah.
Even though everybody's wearing casual attire.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre. So we have two of these guys fighting. There, it looks like there's a guy on a ref. Clearly the guy in the sweatpants. Oh, no. Oh.
They have
he got knocked
tape
out.
around. So this is coordinated. This looks like volunteer.
Okay, so this guy gets knocked out right away.
Oh, wow.
Guy in blue is fighting. What was the other guy wearing? Guy in black. And now there's. So let's stop right here. So it was very quick. You only see the part where this guy gets knocked out. So the guy in a blue shirt gets knocked out, and he is flatlined. He's stiffened like a board, fell down, timber. Then everybody started to run up on the guy. Like they're very with care, like an EMT. They just came out, and then they're attacking this guy in the most helpful way. And one guy starts to undo the guy who got knocked out's belt. And now there's another guy who's cradling his head, and he looks like he's gonna pour a lot of water on his face, in his eyes.
He is,
but he's knocked out. And then now they're rubbing his belly.
What's happening to his?
But one guy's. It looks like. What does that look like is happening right now?
That is
he's tugging away on his Yep. And I don't know why that guy just did what he did.
Yeah, I need a lot of explanations.
I'm backing it up a little bit.
To look up penis stimulation on Google.
Will it wake you up from a knockout? Is that what you're checking?
Yep.
You think that's why he's doing it?
I'm guessing so.
You know what was funny about this part? I just want to show you this part right here. Look at all of them crowded around him. This guy's really tugging at his dick. And then this guy right here who decided to break up the tug job and just step over them. When there is a circle of people and you are in a wide open area, how do you feel like that was his path to walk right over the hand job that was happening? Hold on one second. I know this guy's knocked out and he's being waterboarded at the same time being jerked off, and as he's waking up, I'm just gonna walk right over you. On top of that, it is wild. All right, keep on going. Maybe there's some sort of finish to this. No pun intended. So the guy, I don't know if he's out still because he doesn't look conscious still. I mean, he's being sat up by this guy's knee. Pouring all that water is crazy, but I don't know why there's one guy who's just really working the dick. And it's a crowd full of people all seeing this. What is he shaking his head for?
They're really trying.
He's trying to. This guy's tapping his head. He's like, "Oh, I got another
There's
picture."
really nothing on this.
I know.
There's nothing on this.
It makes
other
no
than
sense.
People saying that the Reddit thread doesn't even.
Hey, give him space, guys. That's what one of the guys gesturing. He's like, "Hey, back him up." All right, he's still out. He's probably faking it. He's probably will this guy stop jacking my dick if I wake up?
He looked dead.
Well, that was that.
Well, that was something.
I don't understand. I think I've seen this clip before, and they did interview that guy in the black shirt who was jacking that guy off who was knocked out, and they were like, I don't remember it, and I don't know if I'll ever find the answers if they're lost forever. But they interviewed him afterwards and like, why were you doing what you were doing? And he's like, he says that like your penis can get sucked up into your intestines, which I don't think that's how it works when you're knocked out. So he's kind of like, just
that was a very face.
Like, that's what he said though. It was all subtitled, so I don't know if somebody made that shit up. You know what I mean? He's not really saying that.
Is this like, but like, does this shit happen? Like, is this? I mean, I guess yeah. Like, does it?
I just don't understand. Unfortunately.
Did you already watch that video?
Yes.
James,
if you would be up to date with our podcast,
leave me alone. Let's stop fighting.
Grant adorably showed me a note, a little behind the scenes right here to watch the Disneyland fight video, which I would have watched with you if it wasn't for the fact that I've already done it with Gary and Tim.
All right, well. Oh, right. I think you did actually tell me that. See, I'm bad at remembering these
It's
things.
okay.
That's
It's okay. It's a good video. And I heard that an update on that, if you guys hadn't already seen the last or listened to the last podcast, Gary, me, and Tiff watched the video that's been happening with the one in Disneyland.
Watching that with them must have been, honestly...
It was so good. It was so fucking
I'll listen
good.
to it later today. I promise. If I don't, then...
So what ended up happening, I heard that because they didn't like prosecute each other, but I think it's out of their hands now. I think they're trying to give this guy like prison time. The guy who, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's the state like that's trying to do it now.
Because
California,
it's been like
I
reported.
guess. Yeah, because they didn't go to jail after that shit, which is wild. So that's the last I heard is that dude's going, but it was crazy. He was punching everybody. Nobody was safe. Nobody was safe.
I'm just, huh?
What?
I really need to see. I don't watch things because I'm like, well, I know like the gist of it is that there was a fight, but now I feel like I need to watch it just because of.
We can put it fucking on. I don't give a shit. Watch it again.
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
We can keep this going for a bit. I don't got anywhere to be later anyway, so you can give yourself some content.
All right, so we're gonna
make this a two-parter. We got lots of things to do though, because then after this we can go to the stroll.
Okay.
We can talk about Disney, and then we can go into. We could talk about music. Yes. I did say I wanted to talk about that last time, and I think we should stick to that as well, because I can go into all that kind of stuff. We can lead in there.
All right, so we're gonna just
put on
one shot this, so I'm not pausing.
Yeah, I don't need to pause.
Yeah. So so Disneyland fight.
So there was so it's been going on for a bit. So you haven't been to Disneyland. Oh, they just pushed the stroller aside. So okay.
Why? Because they make a deal about it.
Well, I've walked through this area, and now I'm just thinking about it, and I'm just thinking about the situation.
Man. I love.
This is far back in the back of the park, and this is.
Is that why it took so fucking long for anybody to come over here?
It takes long for anything at Disney. It takes long for anything anywhere. Yeah, you can call the police on a regular day, and it'll take them 5 hours.
I don't know. I feel like my experience of Disney World is a little bit more, not like I feel like this wouldn't happen. For as long as it does, and what's happening, like look how frightened everybody is when he just like destroys this woman.
I mean, but like
the cleaner guy is the only guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, because as a cast member, that's kind of what you have to do. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there like you are.
No, I know.
I mean, even though he really has no business being involved.
Except the Toontown employee in the back in orange, you'll see right there. Instead of that one right there, you see the top right?
Yeah.
Just like with the hand on the chest, having a panic attack.
She looks like she's on the phone though.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Reporting it. Definitely, probably what they're doing.
Oh.
And once one cast member is already. Oh, see, but that guy right there was a manager. And he's on the phone reporting. But I don't know why he wasn't doing anything.
And then these guys just now regular people are just like, all right, what the fuck? One lady's down.
I'm surprised it took
Oh, it's still way more to go. I love how the mom came in and then she just fell on the floor.
You know, but this type of extreme... I've seen this type of extreme violence at Disney quite often.
Yikes.
And when you call the cops on people like this, there's really... Or even Disney security, like, they just follow them, but they don't necessarily do anything.
No.
Universal has... See, there's the manager again in the back left. He's seen that guy with the plaid.
Huh.
You can tell because they'll be carrying the walking sticks. That's usually how you tell a theme park manager. They'll be carrying the grabbers. They always carry grabbers. See, but he has more authority right now than like a lot of people, so I don't know why he's not actually enacting his authority.
It's so funny. Well, because he's a little
maybe because the guest is violent,
and that's a fucking 7 foot fucking.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I get that.
And look how the.
Holy shit!
That's his girlfriend.
But my whole question is I feel like there should definitely be a lot more people just like jumping on that guy. Holy shit, he just started being up a random... Oh no, that's still the girl.
Still his girlfriend. That's his girlfriend or his fiance or
there should be a million people on top of him right now. Just they should just one-hit it, quit. Yeah, they should be honestly knocking his ass out. I would have banged it into the concrete. Don't put that in there.
Yeah, but you know how it is. Like, it's one of those situations where a group of collective guys need to calm somebody down. You're not going to just engage with somebody who's out of their mind mad.
Yeah, see, okay, but that's a high.
Now,
yeah.
A little late, though. A little late on the fucking...
I mean, definitely. Okay, so that one girl, though, was security.
But, like, they still aren't really, like, even where they need to be. They're just, like, around. Like, there's no security around that guy.
At that point, I feel like they might as well see. Right okay, so that guy right there is that's security. That's like undercover. So I don't understand why he hasn't just grabbed that guy and hauled him out. Oh, the other security guy.
Because he's bigger than everybody in this picture.
And who cares at that point? That's like an actual policeman that has like a badge. You can tell by the earpiece. So they need to grab him and then, like, that's that wild. Guy, he should have something on.
Really? So all that violence at Disney? What are you talking about? What have you seen?
Oh my God.
Because that was brutal.
You definitely know. Have I not
no,
told you everything?
It's not like I don't believe that it happened. It's just like I don't know. I feel like...
I mean, I've seen like... knockdown screaming fights like that. Like, not like where he's punching them. I mean, but... I definitely mentioned the other day where I've said people I have been told like that I've worked with like came in with like blood on them because of a fight.
Oh yeah.
And they had to go through. They were told to just go throw their clothes in the incinerator that is in wardrobe because that exists because bodily fluids end up on our clothes all the time. Apparently, that's like normal, quote unquote. That's fucking crazy. So yeah, he like had to go throw his shirt that had blood on it in the whatever, and then come back to work. Which sounds really weird when you start.
By
to
the
say
way,
it that
you
way.
have to buy a new shirt.
Yeah. Just go get that new shirt and come back. Make sure to throw the one that's covered in blood. If anything you have is covered in blood, just throw it in there. If your shoes are covered in blood, there's not much we can say because we don't have any of those for you.
That's nuts.
Jeez. I mean, I've seen a lot in my time in theme parks.
Theme parks, I believe. It's just that Disney has this.
Oh, Disney's awful. Have you not seen like facade. there's a Disney group that like there's just a lot of people in, and all they ever do is talk about how they like pick fights at people and get in fights at people. Like, I mean, ECVs have straight up like people just. Oh, hold on, sorry. It's almost like people. I would like the audio, kind of. I mean, if he's not talking
the whole time.
I thought he's not.
He was.
I think he stops after a certain point.
What I'm doing is putting on this stroll in Disney, but this nerd is...
I think he's done now.
Is he done?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he stops.
He was just interrupting. Stop for every 2 things.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right. We're putting on a video of a guy strolling through Animal Kingdom in the background.
Yeah, we're just going around.
our visual thing. Don't feed
Honestly,
the
this is hysterical.
So
yeah, where was I?
You were basically, just saying like.
I wonder if you'll see anybody arguing in this video. I wonder what we can observe in this video that goes on, and I can like think of things at the same time. But
maybe. Well, one thing I wanted to bring up if we're going to talk about Disney.
We can talk about it a little bit. I'll allow it. This will be the last time, but I'll allow it.
All right. And then I want to talk about things I like.
Yeah, we're going to talk about music. We'll get there.
So, there was you said it was an Instagram post?
Oh, yeah. It's an Instagram post.
Yeah. So there was a mom.
So I do want to point out that this video is very, very new. It is very recent.
Why?
Because of the Lion King thing they got going on.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, gotcha.
So this is fairly recent, which...
I'll tell you right now how recent. 5 days ago recent.
Wow. Okay.
So
interesting. So then I'm definitely not in this video because I haven't been there in a while. And I'll allow this because my pass expires in a week. It literally emailed me yesterday, or the app popped up and gave me a little badge on my phone, and it was like, you have a week left of your pass.
So
and I was like, okay, stop yelling.
There was a Disney World rant where a mom goes off and basically, she basically goes off into a huge tangent of how millennials are awful and they need to not be in Disney, pretty much. So let's see, where are you? I'm just trying to look it up because I just want to read it. So that way people think.
I think I might have it somewhere.
Let's see.
I feel like I quote tweeted it. I'll look as well. Did you find it?
No, I'm pretty much watching everybody's reaction to it. It's crazy how.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah. Okay. Please, thank you. You found it?
Yep.
Because
I quote tweeted it, of course.
Goes ahead and.
I guess this is from a while ago because it says September 22nd at 1:04 a.m. So this is interesting. I just noted that. 1:04
in the morning.
I guess. I mean, it could be whatever.
Damn, it didn't even just happen.
It pisses me off to no end when I see childless couples at Disney World. A bunch of frowny faces. I mean, there's a whole bunch of exclamation points and stuff that are used.
And it's caps. There's a lot.
Yeah,
of caps.
it's all caps for the most part. DW, Disney World, is a family amusement park. Yes, these immature millennials throw away their money on useless crap. They have no idea the joy and happiness it is to mothers who buy their babies treats and toys. They will never experience the exhaustion that is it to chase a 3-year-old around and getting stares at, assuming I'm a bad mother. This, CUNT, is some very slutty shorts was buying a Mickey pretzel and Aiden wanted one, but the line was very long, so I said later, and it broke his poor little heart, and he cried, and I wanted to take that pretzel from that tramp thanks bitch, you made my son cry. Disney World is for children. People without children need to be banned. Mothers with children should be allowed to skip all the lines. You have no idea what it's like to have to stand in line for 3 hours with a cranky, tired, exhausted toddler. And I can't just tell him that we can't do something because it's his vacation too. I effing hate childless women with a burning passion. I would suggest to you to stop having children anyway because they are killing them at a rapid rate.
There we go. That is the answer, folks.
And if I'm being honest, I feel like this happened, and it was either at Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Magic Kingdom. It has to be.
I'm gonna guess it happens to be one of the two. This video
you get a pretzel at Magic. I mean, you could probably get a pretzel anywhere, but I feel like
you can get a pretzel at any of them. Yeah,
but I feel like you'd most likely.
I love how she calls her a tramp.
Yeah.
So I have come into parents that are entitled like that, and it really makes me have to wonder: have you thought about the other children that are there? That's the one thing I would like to discuss. And I understand people are spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands upon dollars to go to Disney World, but that is your choice. It is your choice to spend all that money to go on vacation. That is not anybody else's. That is yours. You acknowledge it. You sign whatever statement, form, payment, whatever. You do it all. That is you. That is, it's not,
Right.
And the thing is I feel like people, when they get to Disney World, don't realize what it's actually going to be like. Because I feel like more and more, it's like people going because it's their first time. I feel like it's a lot more like first time or newbie people, and they expect it to be one way, or people going because they haven't been in forever and they expect it to be one way, and it's not that way. And I feel like they feel very entitled, and they're like, I paid all this money, and it's like, yes, you paid all this money, but so did everybody else.
Right.
And that is not my problem. That is your problem. And then they want to complain to the least important, like, what is the word, or like outs, I guess I should say. Like, they always complain to the cast members that literally cannot do a thing to you. Like, ma'am, I make minimum wage, not really, but you know what I mean. I make the minimum wage that Disney will allow. Like, I can do nothing for you. I can't even breathe alone without Disney being down my neck, and you expect me to what? Give you what? Like, I don't understand. Like, there's nothing I can give you at Disney World. There's nothing there for you. It is an international destination. It is meant to bring people there and keep them there, and it is not meant to be like some island retreat where it's like a hotel.
Yeah, it's not a private thing. I think that's the problem that people have, is that they think it's like their own personal thing.
Yeah,
they like money.
It's like, this is my vacation. It's like, no, it's you and 5 million other people's vacations every year. And it's like, also though, do you not expect it to be busy? Like, I'm confused. What did you expect? And then people keep going, and then they're telling everybody how much of a wonderful time. And it's like, you know what? If you don't want anybody there, then don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, if you talk about it like it's the best place in the world, that's not going to be like, oh, only for you. And then I don't want to go. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. People keep on talking. And the whole, like, millennial freaking call out. Like,
I'm not for that. If I hear anybody say that word one more time, I'm going to lose it.
I feel like they're not using it in the right context anymore.
I would like to stop being punished because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
and it's,
I hate to say it, but and this is how I feel about the whole millennial thing. Is it what, 20 years is from?
It's like
from 19 what?
It's like,
you're a millennial if you were born from what, 81?
The end is 96.
Huh?
The end is 96. That's
okay, so 96, so then it must be 85 to... So it must be 85 to 96.
Because I'm the last year, which is 96.
All right, so it's 10 years. I'm sorry, but that was a very busy 10 years.
Right.
I think there's a lot of shit that happened. And I could be wrong. Actually, is it we doing generations by 10 years, right?
Yeah, that's technically... I don't know anymore. It's all kind of blurred.
Let me ask what.
Everything is going together.
Age. That's the thing, too, because I'm a millennial.
And that's ugly.
Are you a millennial?
Technically, yeah.
It's technically me, too. But I'm more technical towards the... 81. Oh, 81 to 96.
Yeah.
Okay, so they do 15 years. I don't know.
I think it's just by the... Like, I don't think it's necessarily going by... I don't think it's necessarily going by, like in increments of years. I think it's more so going by like when things like dramatically change. Like, nothing really dramatically changed. Like, everything dramatically changed in that time period for us.
I think I think a 38-year-old is very fucking different from a 28-year-old though. And then that's what they're saying. That's the age groups. I'm thinking that I don't think that's kind of right. In other words, like. Another word, what I'm trying to say is that we're growing quicker than that. I think people from 5 years apart, even had a different upbringing, or had the possibility to have a different type of upbringing than we do now.
For sure. Oh, I could agree to that.
You know, like, maybe back then, maybe if you were born in the 20s,
I think a lot
and
of
30s,
things
you'd
depend,
probably
to be honest.
If you were born in the 1920s and 1930s, I'm pretty sure that 10-year difference is pretty much the same thing. It's when we probably started hitting the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s is when things started ramping up. Yeah. And you start having different generations that really act different.
And I also think it's just the way, like, where you're born. Like, I think it's like different cities, you know, have more or different things than others. And, like, that brings you up in different ways for sure.
Yeah, I think the complaint of when you were born is a first world problem. If that's
where,
like, where you were born is like a.
Well, I'm just saying, because like this woman. I'm saying,
like, I don't think all across the world, like other countries that don't get affected by technology and all that other shit, you know.
But that's what I mean. I still think that affects you. Right, because then there's kids like being born now who don't know how to use technology, but like theoretically, like, what, 90% of the world like knows how to use technology,
right?
Like, but there are definitely those places where kids are not able to, and that's gonna totally, like, they're the same age as people who know how to like dial like things like at 3 years old, and they won't even learn until.
Than when. too. So
yeah.
I agree.
Like, for example, this lady who's complaining, where is she from? Because if she's not from here, then she can't complain because I'm from here. So I have, like, you literally could not tell me that I couldn't go to that park because, like, I'm sorry.
It's
like,
right there.
like, I'm, like, Orlando is, like, where I was born. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you can't just,
It's right
if you're
there.
not from here, you can't tell me that I can't go there when, like, this is literally, like, something that has fed my hometown for forever.
Exactly. And not only that, it's just, like, I don't understand why you would be, like, how fucking...
Because she paid all this money and she thinks...
That it's, that the whole
she thinks
trip
she's
is gonna
there
be
for her
revolved
child.
around her.
In reality, your child won't even remember that they had a pretzel there in a couple of years.
That's the thing. And that's the thing, too. I'm like, listen, bitch, it's not for your family. It's for you.
Yeah.
It's for
it
you.
is for them.
And you're just mad because you're not having as much fun because you have to fucking bring a fucking kid along and try to make a 3-year-old understand half the shit that's going on. Something that an adult would understand who's enjoying it. And by the way, do you think Disney even is going to have a say about this? Absolutely not. They are like, you know what? Adults pay, not children. So they don't really fucking care.
They don't.
They're catering to what you believe a kid should be into.
Also, I'm just laughing too because the millennial who was there was probably like someone there on a family trip with her parents because like, you know, it's kind of like it's not a bad place to go when you're like in that middle school, like young high school. Like that's fun. Not a bad vacation for you. Like
I don't think that that's what they're. I think she was walking into like a me and my fiance walking through the park.
That's, I mean, essentially, yeah, but like you don't really know.
I go with my
you know what
fiance.
I mean? You don't know the story at all. Like you don't know like if they were.
No.
They were probably a freaking cast member.
But it's also safe to say that even though I don't need that, her attitude sucks.
Oh, 100%.
Even if I didn't know what panned out or what happened.
She's one of the ones that sits in line and asks why, like, the fast pass line is moving faster.
Yeah.
Like,
why is it faster?
I mean, I paid to get in here, and it's like, yeah,
so did I. Damn. Everybody in here is
that's crazy.
A sucker.
Paying for something?
Shit. Get it together, people.
This is one of my favorite places in the park.
So I know that you have a certain feelings for Disney, but I think I've asked you this before.
Yeah.
What international Disney would you be most interested in seeing?
Japan, Hong Kong, Paris.
I heard it's something about it that just makes it different.
It's like Animal Kingdom.
It's
very unique in its own way. And
yeah. But the people, like, one thing that had me sold about Tokyo Disney is the fact that they when the fireworks would go off, the rule of thumb for the most part, I think I've seen a video of it, is that everybody was sitting on the floor.
Huh.
And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
I'm like, that country's so fucking polite.
There's a lot of things to it.
Because could you really not see something if everybody's on the floor? Like, if everybody's at ground level, then everybody can see.
You're going to be able to see everything, which is genius, honestly. I never thought about it.
It's just like, no.
It's like the end-all, be-all.
Right.
But they have, like, really strict rules with, like, characters. Like, you have to, like, set up time slots, and there's only certain ones, and they're, like, hidden. Because I guess they, like, go bat shit crazy over the characters over there.
Probably.
So they, like, securely guard them.
Yeah. I saw a cute little video of a little Japanese boy dressed up like Donald.
Oh, yeah. I used to love when the kids would come dressed up like Donald. And I was like, yeah.
Old Donald Duck. But yeah, I just, so Tokyo Disney's number one. Would you have a runner up, or
would I ever what?
End all be all with that one?
Wait, what?
Would you have a runner up on like what other international? Hong Kong afterwards, okay.
And then Paris.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so curious on how they would be. I want them to be different though.
Hong Kong has no lines ever.
Oh really?
Ever. It's so empty. That's why I would love to go to Hong Kong. Tokyo is busy, but Hong Kong is not busy at all. And they have some really dope rides there, so I would just love to see it.
Oh, remember when I was telling you about in the international ones that they actually have scary haunted houses?
Yeah. I would like to see it.
Yeah, they had some great concepts. It was like actual like villains.
Yeah.
like being like the theme, and I'm just like, that's cool. I love that. Because Disney's dark. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah, Disney.
Disney has a little dark side.
Oh, look at this cast member.
Was it you the one who told me about like the other
the dark
version of like
Yeah.
the Kingdom or whatever?
Yeah, it's always said to be like some it's like some conspiracy rumor about like dark Disneyland that they would build. It was like supposed to be like Magic Kingdom's opposite, and it was based off of villains, and so it would have been Maleficent's castle would have been the main instead of Cinderella's castle, and then it would have been like surrounded by other lands that were all like villainous and dangerous and yada yada yada.
That would have been so cool.
I agree.
That would have been amazing.
I would like to see it. But I think now they're just going to build hotels, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think
That's
we'd
where it's
actually
at
ever
right
see a
now.
park. Like, people always talked about, like, there being a fifth gate, fifth kingdom, if you will, but I really don't think they would.
One thing
think
I
it
always
should have been.
I watch a lot of as we're watching this Animal Kingdom walkthrough. It reminds me of like all the I do watch a couple of YouTubers that do Disney resort tours, and they do walkthroughs of the Disney resorts. And one thing I always notice in every single, no matter when they're filming it, is those Disney resorts seem very underutilized and empty from some time to time.
Yeah. They're very expensive.
They're extremely expensive.
The ones that are going to be the busiest are the ones
But
that
it's
are
a
cheapest.
shame because you know a lot of people are staying there not to enjoy anything about that specific hotel.
Exactly. And
And-
they're too. And
Like,
people are always staying
From
at the ones that I think are
restaurants,
over.
from the beautiful pool areas
Yeah.
that they have,
To the rooms themselves.
the awesome walking trails that they have. They have so many
Yep.
things that make them
The
unique.
views, like the different things.
I
that
mean,
you
what
can
do we got?
explore.
Like 20 different resorts here?
It's
It's a safe number,
it's
right?
20. It's probably
it's more
it's
than
like 25, 26 now.
Okay, so there you go. And we're
'Cause,
talking
like-
about like I don't know the ranking, but for me that's 5-star. Like for me, like
What?
Like the resorts, like.
I mean,
Well,
I would
I
say
don't know how
5-star categories is going to be Beach Club, Yacht Club, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Fort
Right.
Wilderness, Contemporary, not Fort Wilderness, Grand Floridian, Polynesian.
I contributed one. Go me. I can't think of any of the other ones.
Boardwalk.
Do they have a Key West one?
Yes, I've never. That's like one of the only ones I haven't been to, and it's probably
you've been to most of them.
Huh?
Do you just go? So this is what I want to do. I just kind of want to go.
Yeah, you can go to them anytime. Just show up.
And
Just show up, and they'll let you go.
Go to like
You can
the
park for 2 hours for
restaurants
free.
and shit.
Yep, you can go to the restaurants. That's what I do. You can book restaurants there too, and then show up for them. And then as long as you have a
what's the
reservation, you're
fanciest
guaranteed
restaurant you go
entrance.
to?
Victoria and Albert's. It's in Grand Floridian.
Oh wow, it's like how much like a plate?
I don't know. It's like a 4-course meal.
Yeah, I heard it was like $100.
Yeah, it's
fucking
it's
insane.
a lot. It's like they're like getting rid of Narcoossee's, which is a restaurant that was like right next to it, and they're getting rid of that, and like making a Victoria and Albert's like cafe or something like that. And it's supposed to be like you can get another seat to it, and then like I don't know. They're doing a lot. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. I'm disgusted. Look at that bat. Oh, I've never seen a bat before. It's fine.
I think we should switch gears.
Are we switching?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna switch gears because I want to talk about.
Dance music and everything that's happened to me involved with it.
Yes, I do.
Where are we gonna?
You left off last time.
I don't
Well,
even know.
no, actually, after we stopped recording, you started telling me, "It's like, oh, I have a story
I do have a story.
about how I almost died," and I'm just like, "What the fuck? Why would you not tell me?"
Okay, so
So
we
this
have a
whole
lot of
time
stories, honestly.
you want to bring it up, I'd be like, "Nope, save it for the podcast."
Oh.
So you get my fucking reaction. So go for it.
So, all right. So it was in Los Angeles. I like hunt out, and I was out with a friend. I'll just leave names out or whatever.
Yeah, you don't have to put names.
And I was just dancing, and like there was this
So you're at a
club.
club?
Okay.
You're at a
Yeah,
club?
yeah. We're at a club. We're at one of my favorite DJs, and we're just dancing. And there was like this bench, and there was like a drink there,
Mhm.
and well, it wasn't like a drink there. It was my drink, and I had left it between my two friends that were sitting down, and I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
Anyway, so I drank that drink, and then later on, I don't even know what time, there's this hotel like down the road. I would always go to the hotel. I would call the Uber, and then I would go back to where I was staying. And this time though, like when I got back to the hotel, the last thing I remember is like getting to the hotel, and it was like 3 something in the morning. And I just remember getting to the hotel, and then the next thing I know, I'm like in an Uber, and we're like driving, and he's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm fine." Like, what do you mean? You know, like I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, wow, I'm like fucked up. Like I'm sitting there, and I'm like fucked up, and I'm like, I don't know. It was something. And then he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Where were you?" And I was told him where I was, like the club. He's like, "Oh, you walked a good distance." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know." Like, what do you mean? He's like, "You know, you're like 2 miles from the venue." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like 2 miles because like the hotel was only like right up from it. So like apparently I wasn't even called. I didn't even call from the hotel. I was like 2 miles from the hotel. And the last thing I remember is being at the hotel. So I don't know why I left the hotel.
So wait, you started. I'm sorry. So you started off in the club.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you remember is that you were in the hotel?
Well, no. I remember going to the hotel. And the hotel was just like a block walk. So I don't really consider
so
that
you walked
like
from
a
the
walk.
club
Yeah.
to hotel.
Literally just across the street.
In
Like
LA.
I just walked down and like go inside. There's a restroom down there. Like I had talked to the front desk people. They kind of knew who I was.
Okay.
So they would always chill with me coming in. Whenever I used to go to this club, they were always chill with me coming in and like sitting there and like calling my Uber or whatever and using the restroom if I needed to.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was nice.
And then you remember getting back to the hotel, and then you remember being in an Uber.
Yes.
And then the Uber driver informed you that
I had to walk 2 miles. Yeah.
You weren't picked up in front of the. Okay.
Well, I didn't really realize that I wasn't picked up in the hotel until I was like the next morning when I checked like where I was picked up from on my Uber.
Oh.
Yeah. And like I was just like picked up on the side of the street, and like I was like in Hollywood, and it's not like the best area, but I was just walking around, so I don't really know what I was doing. I guess I just thought maybe I had to walk for whatever reason. To make myself feel better,
I guess maybe. So obviously it was the joke.
Well, the next morning I woke up, and I mean I got myself back to like my hotel, and I just remember like him asking me if I was okay, because like I remember like starting to pass out again, and I remember him being like, "Are you okay?" And it being like I didn't really realize, like I felt like I was like fine, like I don't know, like I was like, this is weird. I don't know. Maybe it was just because. I don't know. Maybe people don't like haven't had ever any experiences with drugs before in their lives.
Right.
Therefore have never experienced like this kind of scenario. But like for me it was kind of like, oh, I guess I didn't really realize, because I hadn't touched drugs for a long time. So like I guess I hadn't really realized like, oh, until later that like this was a drug. Like I got it because I understood like what was going on, and like I understood from like what other friends had told me about like drugs and whatnot, and like how they made you feel. Like I knew, like I'm not no idiot. Like I know people involved with like drugs and whatnot that like I don't know. So anyway, so I knew the feeling when I like later figured it out the next morning when I woke up and I was just throwing up, and there's nothing to throw up. I only had one drink, so I know I'm not like I didn't get drunk from this one drink,
right?
Because I drink and I can get drunk off of more things, but like. It wasn't even that. It felt awful. I felt awful. Like, and I had ate the night before. Like, I had ate a full meal, like, right when I landed. Like, because I had landed that night before and I had planned the whole day out, essentially. And, you know, I was really prepared for myself. And so, like, this was really weird for me. And I was, like, sitting there and I was, like, shaking. And it felt like something, like, that you read in books about, like, withdrawing from, like, anything. Or just, like, having a bad come down from anything. And that's what, like, made me realize, like, shit. And then I started to think about it and, like, came to the realization that maybe they thought, like, it was my friend's drink that I was sitting next to, because it was two girls. And so they're trying to drug them, not realizing it's my drink. Obviously, they're not going to give a shit once they realize it's me drinking, because they had left before me even.
Oh,
Just why I didn't really have. As to say where I walked, I have no idea, other than the fact that this happened to me. And I was just like, okay, just another day. Just another day in the neighborhood.
So anything could happen at that point. You were kind of like open, very vulnerable. Not knowing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like
time.
anything happened. I feel like I would have actually been more aware something happened. I feel like maybe I just like went walking, because I feel like mostly I can catch glimpses of like, and I like vaguely remember like things now, because it's obviously been some time and your memory can recover over time. And this is like over a year and something ago.
Jeez.
So I like have hit a Mickey.
Yep,
So I
see
have like really come to like a lot of things more so. Like to like just remember like walking down like a side street. I kind of vaguely remember that now. And like getting into the Uber, and I think I just like I said, like I thought like I was not well, so I decided to walk, and then just blankly forgot a lot of it. I've never placed myself. I mean, but it's also not like me to not go walking, I guess I should say.
Right, but not at what 3 a.m. outside.
I mean, but like I go out all the time at
Yeah.
random times, but like necessarily not at 3 a.m. But like I've always placed myself in like walking around like cities like at odd hours, like especially after being like fucked up, is not like an unnormal thing for me. So usually I keep my wits about. So I feel like I kept my wits about, even though really no.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you nothing else really happened, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, there nothing seems to have happened on that evening.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Drinks never safe when you fucking go out.
Oh.
Anybody can just fucking put whatever in it. You're lucky that that all you did was have a lapse of time. You just time traveled for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that
Yeah. I mean, the next day it kind of sucked. I just threw up a lot and
Yeah,
like felt
sure.
real shitty. I was hella sweaty.
Maybe dehydrated and shit.
Well, drink anything was a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, so that bridge is a cast member bridge. The one over there.
Oh, right over there?
Yeah, you can't tell because they have it hidden, so you can't see anybody's head drive by. But sometimes you could see like a golf cart drive by.
Oh.
And that is going to be Club 33. What they're working on right there.
Huh.
I love how they got rid of that. No, they're gonna walk by it.
Disney. Fucking crazy ass shit. Oh, I have to talk about my infatuation with a certain Canadian show.
Oh, Degrassi.
Yeah. Now the funny thing about Degrassi is that I didn't even know that it was much of a show until like I was in my mid to late. My mid 20s.
Child. See, I feel like that story I just told you belongs in Degrassi.
Yeah, exactly. Now, who would it happen to? Who would it happen to?
Paige.
It would happen to Paige. Paige.
For sure,
Right,
Emma.
So,
I'm like either one of
Degrassi
them.
is a old show. I want to say it was in the 80s when it
Yeah,
first
it started in like the 80s. Yeah.
And then specifically the season that I'm talking about is the new generation, which started in the
2000s.
No, in 2000,
Mm-hmm.
2001. Yeah.
It was like 2000. It might have even been 99.
I'll check.
So maybe the original series was like in the in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s was the original season. So basically, it's just a Canadian show about high school. But I will fucking argue the fact that it's probably one of the better what could you categorize this show? Because it's not like it's not
drama.
It's a teen drama. Well, that's exactly.
It's a trauma.
Yeah, it's
definitely
a teen drama. But I want to say that it is.
But it's Canadians. We have to remember it's Canadians, not American teen drama. It's Canadian.
Yes, they really just know how to like.
Yeah, they know how to make they didn't make it right.
They make it great. So this came out.
Look at these tourists. Can we just talk about them? Look at that cast member just like speeding along, having no idea that he was just recorded and put public on there, like just squeezing past cast, even though he shouldn't have done that.
That's how they
Name
do
tag and all. I mean, this is what truly amazes me about Disney now. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
It's true.
Just look at the cast.
Oh, yep. 2001, October 14th, 2001 is the next generation. Damn, this show was on for so fucking long. 387 episodes.
Yeah, it was a long show
ended
too.
In August 2nd, 2015.
It was like, how many people can get pregnant? Honestly,
pretty much everybody. So basically, they have these characters that are in Degrassi. So I'm only going to talk about the episodes that I'm rewatching. I know I've seen a lot of it. I did not see all of it.
I've seen all.
I've seen a good amount of it, especially the later seasons. And I remember just sitting with my brother, just watching this shit, just fucking. We were not roasting it because it's not like a Saved by the Bell where you can make it funny because it's so sappy and cheesy. It's more like, it's just like they're writing so smart, and I argue that they just know what they're doing. Number 2, all their episodes are named after songs, which is awesome.
They're all named after songs?
Yeah. First episode, Jagged Little Pill. Second episode, oh no, my bad, I'm going backwards. Episode 15 was Jagged Little Pill. That's a song. Under Pressure, Cabaret, Wannabe, Fight Night, Rumors and Reputations.
I didn't know that.
Yes. All of its fucking Basketball Diaries, The Mating Game, I Behold, Family Politics. I mean, they
interesting. Unaware.
Of the songs.
That's a fun fact of the day.
Relax. Hot for the Teacher, Careless Whisper, White Wedding.
Interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah. Shout. Okay, so I'm going to go through really quick a little bit of the episodes that I went through, which is the Mother and Child Reunion is the first episode. And they really go into it really quick. They introduce, so basically it's like the reunion class from the previous generation of Degrassi, and then now they're all older and they're having a reunion, and you're introduced to all these new sets of kids. And the daughter of one of the characters, Emma, she has a computer and she's all hot and bothered over this boy that she's talking over
Jordan.
the internet. Jordan is so happy.
So very good.
And what ends up happening in this episode is that she ends up wanting to meet with this boy, and she does, but runs across his quote-unquote teacher, who is really Jordan, the guy she thought she was talking to. And
pervert.
He was basically a pervert.
He's a sick fuck.
And he wanted to rape Emma. Episode 1.
We love that.
Episode.
It really does jump the gun, right? It's like, let's make this about rape.
We're letting you know right away how far we can go. Jesus.
How many people actually get raped in that show? Is there somebody has to have written that down? Because I feel like literally everybody gets raped in that show. And people are making a big deal about it now.
About rape? Because rape's a big deal. I just finished watching the Paige rape episode, by the way.
And?
So, in that episode, Paige... Okay, so let's... What
is the name of that one?
Can we... Shout. Can we synopsis Paige Michael Chuck for a second? The character of...
She is the it girl of Degrassi. She is pretty in pink.
She's an asshole, and
and her shirt says bitch,
much.
And I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. She's me.
Fucking hate Paige.
Why?
She's such a
she's it, hun. She's it.
An asshole.
She's fucking it. Okay.
But there is things that she does that crack me up, though.
But I like her too because I feel like she can, in moments when she needs to like snap out of it and be what she needs. Yeah, she does step up, which I enjoy.
And that's good character writing. That is another reason why I feel like this show is amazing. And with that episode of her getting raped, she was for the most part a bitch or treading waters of being. Yeah. Now again, any other show will play Paige as an sympathetic character. Like any other, like an American teen drama would put Paige in one bubble, maybe have one little redemption show about her, an episode about the villain character, and then go back to what it was. Where this show's not really like that. Degrassi's not designed to put characters in a box and like leave them there.
Yeah, because later, I mean, even in like generations, like or seasons later, if you like haven't seen that episode where she was raped, you would never know it, but she mentions it. Oh, so then you would know it, and it's like they like documented that within her life. But at the end of it all, she does go to therapy for it, so you know she's also working on it better than other people.
Right.
Continue.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, see, I didn't know that, but I can't wait to.
Oh, I'm sorry for.
No, but that's fine because Paige, I still don't really care for her. I think she's one of those assholes like one of her when Terry becomes a plus size model, and then she's like, "Wow, Terry, you're really like Terry's your fucking friend," And she's like, wow, Terry, you look really great for a plus size model.
Jealousy is a bitch.
And she doesn't even say it like that. Like, she doesn't even say, she says it in such a way where I'm just like, you saw that sly
Yeah, did she say
backhand?
hun?
Yeah.
I love that.
She's just like...
That's like me when I say sweetums.
But the writing's so good. Like, her friend Hazel on that racist episode, that shit was hilarious.
That is...
Because her friend Hazel is this black girl who hangs out with her. She really never had a character arc before that. She was kind of just like a lackey that was just
she's not really
following
involved
Paige.
until like the second season.
Right.
They involve some other characters in the second season, I feel like.
So
once they
Hazel
realize-
comes up and like goes up to this fucking this girl wearing a, what's it called, Punjab or what?
A hijab. Yeah.
A hijab.
Yeah.
You know, a Muslim girl who was going up and she's just like, you're like, they were giving out fashion police tickets.
Oh my god, yeah, they do.
You know, Paige. And then Hazel took it upon herself to give the Muslim girls a fucking fashion police ticket and goes, you're terrorist chic and you're written up for and I'm just like, did you just call that Muslim girl terrorist chic in front of everybody in the class and hand her a ticket? And then, like, put it this way, after that, Paige's follow-up line to that was like, okay, I know this is crazy even coming from me, but that was so disrespectful. And I'm just like, right? Even Paige is like, fuck that, I'm bad, but I ain't that bad.
Right,
Holy shit, Hazel, what's your problem?
See, and that's the thing, though. Yeah, Paige also, she has a gay brother.
Right, and that was another sympathetic moment that she gets shitted on.
Yeah,
basically,
when she tries to go help Marco.
No. Well, I haven't got to that part yet.
Motherfucker,
Marco's straight in my storyline.
I'm ruining everything.
Marco's still straight in my storyline. I just finished watching the episode where this character Marco, who's gay as fuck. I mean, there's no denying it. Then you know what I like though? They totally
homo.
His first episode that he's shown in, he wins a dance contest. Need I say more? I'm just saying.
T.
He wins a dance contest, and on top of that, like he starts being what I like to call a main. See, I watch this show like sports. It's great. I'm like what I like to call a main player of the show. So Marco starts coming in and he starts actually hanging out with the boys. There's an episode where him, Craig, Sean, and Spinner go take a joyride in Craig's stepdad's car. And there was a part like where Sean says something like, because Craig was getting sappy and saying like, I really like hanging out with you guys. And Sean goes, oh, you want to like make out with us or something now? Like that. And then like Marco's immediate like jumping. He's like, come on, chill out. Chill out, Sean. I'm like, why did he care? Why did he care? It's like, but they don't, he probably won't come out till later, right? Does he come out second season?
I think it's either 2 or 3.
Okay, so he comes out soon. But put it this way, he's been in plenty of episodes, and they laid the subtlest hints.
Oh yeah, that's what they're definitely going to do. They knew what they're doing. They're ready.
So smart. So smart.
They have they have a lot in that show.
But even that episode, so the episode that I was talking about with going back to the Paige episode where she gets the shit splattered. The one I was talking about was when Ashley's father's gay.
Yeah.
And then basically, Paige was putting the pieces together, and she just straight up tells Ashley after Ashley just found out that her father's gay, that she's like, I think your dad's gay. And Ashley's like, what the fuck? Like,
she gets all mad.
She gets mad. She fucking throws her chocolate milk in Paige's fucking face.
Is that what she does? And
then, you felt bad for Paige because immediately after she says that, and Ashley storms off as the emo.
And then, she's like, I wasn't saying anything mean. My brother's gay or whatever, right? Isn't that when she was,
Yes. And I'm just like, see? I'm like, there
but people will just write her off. I mean, but that happens.
No, you can't write Paige
that really
off
be happening like that.
She is a good character. She's like the female Spinner in the sense that, but I love Spinner. I think he's a dude.
Oh, I love Spinner.
Spinner's like the fucking
he learns from his mistakes.
Boy, idiot, skater looking dude who just does all these mistakes and does all these silly things. And then he fucks up so much, but he's so redeemable in the end of the day. But I love that show.
I wonder what the Scoober is saying.
Huh?
I wonder what the Scoober is saying.
This guy?
Yeah, the Scoober.
Oh, I don't know. So like the video that we've been having in the background this whole time.
Oh, it's over.
It's done, yeah.
Why was it? It doesn't even give me dinosaur.
Nope.
How long have we been talking? Holy shit.
We're talking for an hour, sir.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hot.
I was trying to end it on the Degrassi.
Oh, we can totally end it on that.
Show,
I mean, I can't believe I didn't even realize. I thought this was gonna have so much longer. I'm like,
I
would like to complain that this did not include dinosaur, like Dinoland USA or Asia, or like I would like to. I'm complaining. Yeah. I'm really mad.
He did show Asia.
This? Who posted this? Resort TV 1. You should say this is just Pandora in Africa, because that's all you took us through here.
He didn't show Dinoland though.
No, he didn't show Dinoland.
He did not. But he did show Asia.
He didn't show Asia.
Yeah,
he went through Africa.
No, he showed Asia. I don't want to show you where he showed Asia. He did though.
Can you back it up?
Yeah.
And show me that. That's all Pandora. That's all
Pandora. But there was Asia at some point. Because isn't those two...
This is Africa.
Uh-huh. But there's going to be Asia at some point.
This is only Africa.
Excuse me. All right.
Nope.
And he's just coming because he shows the awning of Asia.
Nope, that's not.
I'm not
Asia, that's
making
the tree
this
of
up.
life. Tree of life.
There you go.
Keep going back.
Wait, but what's that?
Keep going back.
What does that say?
Keep going back. Does he walk through it? I need to see if he walks.
I want to see. He's walking to it right now.
No, he goes left.
Oh, alrighty. He never goes.
He does not go to Asia.
Oh,
he shows a little bit. He shows some glimpses of Asia, but he doesn't go through Asia.
All right. Well,
I would like a refund.
Sorry. Can't believe.
Wow, we watched a lot. If we really think about it.
Yep. Yes, we did.
That was nice. Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah, of course.
I hope people enjoyed.
Yeah, me too. And is there anything you want to sign off with, or any exciting, new, up and coming? No. Okay.
Do what you love what you do. Yeehaw. Eat the horses in the back.
That's right. Well, I'm glad you all joined us for another fantastic episode of Don't Feed the Animals podcast.
Thanks.
I am your host, James, and I hope you all follow the signs. They're all around you, and always remember, people, don't feed those animals.
Signs all around. We talk a lot of junk, yeah, you vibing with us now. Build something from the ground up, yeah, we like to clown. Talk about some real stuff, yeah, something profound. It's a pleasure that you're hearing us, wouldn't mess around. It's a topic of discussion worth talking that we bust and put a nail in the coffin. If you love it, then you love it. If you don't mean nothing, still bring it to the public. Y'all, don't feed the animals, put them in a cage, they couldn't handle truth. We gonna bust out the gate like some cannibals. Same face, same channel, messing with the tune. A bunch of idiots stuck in one room, can't take us serious. You love what we feeding you, I'm with the show, yeah, proceed with the interview. Local celebrity, snatch a toy from your cereal.